Okay, I think we're preparing the stream. Preparing the stream. I think maybe preparing the stream. But here, you guys, let me get on to the main event. The main event you guys have been waiting for. Here it is. Try not to be hypnotized. This, of course, is a cat. This, of course, is a cat. And don't worry. Maybe I will make a lesson about a cat in the future. But for today, right, for you guys, I did this just for you. We are going to do a mini lesson, a small lesson, a short lesson, where we're going to talk about colors. So I'll turn off this cat before you go insane, and we'll get on to our main event. Okay, so good. This ULC Live, we're going to talk about color. So the first question that we obviously have to ask if we're talking about color is, what is your favorite color? What is your favorite color? And you'll see here, you might think to yourself, uh-oh, Mark, right? We have a bit of a problem. The computer is very upset with you. The computer thinks that you have made a terrible mistake. You wrote color without a U, and you wrote favorite without a U. So for our students, just remember, whenever we're spelling things like color, especially things like color, there are two different spellings. So when you're reading English, when you're listening, or not listening, they'll sound the same. But when you're reading in English, you're going to see these two different versions of the same word. So we live in Singapore, right? If you're American watching this from the US, or if you have taken classes at an American school, you will, of course, use the America style. But for me, I'm living in Singapore, so I have effectively become British. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to say, what's your favorite color? And for me, my favorite color is actually this one. My favorite color, maybe I'll get this up again. My favorite color is blue. My favorite color is blue. Why? Why, you may ask? Why blue, you may ask yourself? Well, for me, right, whenever I think of blue, right, for me, blue is a very relaxing color, right? I think of the ocean, right? I think of peace, calm, right? Things like that, right? In my head, that's my feeling when I think of blue. And I do. I love the ocean. I love going on vacation and just relaxing on the beach, right? So for me, blue is a very positive color, a very relaxing color that I really enjoy. You might have noticed, or you may have noticed, that whenever I teach, I often will wear blue, right? So you might have a different favorite color. I want you to think about your favorite color right now. Think to yourself, what's your favorite color? And why? Now, the great part about these kinds of lessons, you guys, the great part about YouTube lessons is we do have a chat box. We have a comment box below, or actually, I do have a chat box right now. I can write in my chat box, be like, hello, everyone, right? If you do have a favorite color, you can comment, and I'll try to give you my feedback about what I think about your English. Are you using grammar correctly? Are you using the vocabulary correctly? All of that we can do also in the chat, or later on, if you watch this 10 days from now, we have a wonderful comments section where I or another teacher will help you write your answer in the correct way. Okay, but good. So that's our favorite color, why? Now I have a big question here. I say, do you think the country you grew up in has changed the way you feel about certain colors? Now, when we're growing up in our country, we usually don't think about this, right? Has the way I've grown up changed the way I feel about certain colors? Well, this is where things get very, very interesting. If you like psychology or you like to learn about different countries, you might know that if I'm in a country like China, this, let me see, this color, red, has a very different meaning than if I'm in a different country like the USA, right? The colors actually will change meanings when you go to a different country. So, okay, so I want you to get that in your mind. What do these colors mean to me? When I see red, how do I feel? When I see green, how do I feel? When I see blue, how do I feel? And I'm going to show you how some different countries also feel about those same colors. So to help me, I have my color guide right here. And on the left, the color guide, the English, oh, it's okay to read, but I'm going to give you a little more explanation on the other side. So we're going to we'll start with the color white, right? Start with the color white. And here I have a couple different countries. The guide I found says that in countries like China, countries like, where is it? Countries like China, other East Asian countries like Thailand, South Korea, these countries, when they see white, sometimes they think of death. Now, being American, that's not what I think when I see white. But in these countries, right, when they see white, the meaning is different than my country, right? If you go to a place like Australia or New Zealand or America, white actually is a positive color, right? It could be happiness, or here it says purity. Purity means that it's very clean, very without problem, without blemish, right? So if it's pure, almost a religious thing. White is a very positive thing in my country. In Christianity, in a lot of European symbolism, right? It's purity. But if we go down to the blue, right? Let's see what blue does. Blue in America, here in the guide, it says it's corporate. So corporate means like for businesses. So I guess businesses in America, I do think this is true. A lot of business logos love to use blue, because in our country, maybe it is calming. Like I said, my favorite color, blue, because it makes you feel calm. It's a positive color. It's a relaxing color in English. But if I go to another place, right, here, this flag is the Netherlands, right? The Netherlands, maybe if I go to the Netherlands, right, it can be, this one, it says warmth, right? Warmth in the Netherlands. I forgot East Asia. So maybe I'll just put China here. Let me get my Chinese flag. Here it says there, it can represent cold or evil in East Asia. So maybe you've seen this before. How does blue feel for you? Is it something like in the Netherlands, it's warm, or is it something that's cold, right? Coldness in Sweden, India, right? It means purity. India, purity. In Belgium, right? This is the flag for Belgium. It means femininity. Femininity is for women, right? It's a color that makes you think like a female color, woman color, right? But the interesting thing is it's the opposite in America. In America, blue is a boy's color, right? We would say it's masculine. It's a masculine color, or masculinity. It's for men, right? When American parents have a baby, they often will wrap the boy baby in blue and maybe the girl baby in pink. My grandfather, when we used to have a new child in the family, maybe my cousin has a baby, my grandfather would put a pink flag or a blue flag in front of his house to show there was a new baby in our family. And it would always be blue for boy, always pink for girl, right? Because in my country, right, that's the symbol. That's the feeling we get, all right? So let's keep going. Now we have green. This one actually really surprised me as well. In Malaysia, here it says green represents danger or disease. If you are from Malaysia or you are married to someone from Malaysia, You can let me know, is that true? Is it danger, disease for Malaysia, right? Belgium, it says envy. This is also a phrase in the US, right? Where you say green with envy. That means you're very jealous of someone, right? Green with envy. All of these so far, Malaysia, Belgium, these have negative meanings. But in Japan, green has a very positive meaning, right? Green, here it says, means love, right? Or happiness. I've also heard that orange means love and or happiness in Japan. So our Japanese students, if this is a mistake, you think green, love, not true. Please comment below. Please let me know. This guide is not written by someone from your country. So maybe they are wrong, right? And then last one here for China. For China, they say green is sincerity, telling the truth, or maybe trustworthy, trustworthiness, right? You can trust someone with green, or you can depend on someone if they have green color, that feeling, okay? If we move on to red, we have India, right? In India, red is actually this one, desire, right? Desire or ambition. If we move on to our Asian countries, China, South Korea, Japan, right? If we move there, right? Even America also, I should put America here too, right? Red is often also the color of love. Red is the color of love. And then if we want to be lucky, we can go to China, to Denmark, to Argentina. We can think of red as a lucky color. When you give your red packet for Chinese New Year, right? It's red because in your country, red is a very good thing. It means you're lucky, right? And then last one here, there's a country called Nigeria where it's the opposite, right? Nigeria, okay? It's the opposite of what it means in your country, okay? And now we have our final two colors. Yellow. Yellow, actually, in America too, I think it does mean good, warm, right? It's also a more positive color, friendly color. But in France, if you talk to a French student or you have a French friend, it means infidelity. Infidelity, right? Infidelity is whenever, maybe with your husband, maybe your girlfriend, your boyfriend, maybe you cheat on them. You find another boyfriend, another girlfriend, right? Right? You're not loyal. Well, I could do that one. Not loyal to your spouse, to your husband or wife, right? Then we're going to move on. Russia, it means jealousy, right? Again, very different from America, very different from a lot of different countries. Okay, moving on to China, right? China also positive, pleasant, happy. It says good taste. So it's a positive thing again in China. But again, we contrast it with our students from Brazil. We have some students from Brazil and they tell me, right? For Brazil, it is something that means, right? Sorrow, oh my gosh, sorrow and despair, sadness. Okay, and then the very final color, we have purple. If you have purple, in a lot of Western countries, Western means countries like the USA, Canada, Europe. Often we see those, we call them Western countries, right? And these Western countries think of purple as almost like a king's color, royalty, the king, the queen, right? It's like that high level, high status people. But in China, South Korea, right? Again, purple has a new meaning as love. So I think those are all of our basic colors. So I hope that helped you kind of see how the meaning of colors changes so much when you travel, when you meet people who grew up in a different way than you did, right? So that's why I want to finally get to our last part here. I'm going to go back, and this is my homework for you, right? Based on what we talked about in this list, right? I talked about, right, all these different countries. Are those countries similar to you, different from you? Do you know what these colors mean to the people in your country? Or does it vary? Maybe people in certain parts of your country have one feeling. Maybe other people have a different feeling. So I want you to think about that. I'd love to hear your answer in the comments. And then, of course, also with colors, colors are very useful in English to help you describe things, right? To help you describe things. So this week, if you can, I want you to look around your house and I want you to see all the different colors you have in your house. And you can use this handy guide, right? I have a page here with all of the different color names. So if you take a look at this one, you can look at all the different color names in English, right? I'll attach this to the YouTube video if you want to take a look, right? There's the basic colors. I call them the rainbow colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, right? Those ones are the ones we learn usually at school, but there's so many different hues of different colors, right? There's dark, there's light, right? So if you can, look around your house, see what colors you prefer. Looking around my house is usually blue, white, red, right? If you can, below, comment, let me know what colors you use in your house. Okay, so everybody, I really hope that was helpful for you. Again, a different topic we don't usually talk about in class that I just wanted to share with you guys today. So again, I hope I can hear from you in the comments. If you liked this video, please subscribe. We sometimes have live classes where you can join and you can take part in the class for our ULC students. If you're not a ULC student, we still want to help you learn the best way you can. So please comment below, subscribe, like our video, and I'll see you next time. Okay, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Bye-bye.